Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. Let's discuss the advantage of OOP, means object-oriented programming. Mm, And the advantage which we are going to discuss in there is the reusability. Means you don't have to type the things again. If you have to type things again and again, of course you are human being, and sometimes, well, you cannot remain consistent, and you forget something to include, or you each time you add, you do the thing again, right? uh, and you commit mistakes. The human errors do happen. So the object-oriented approach is allowing you to uh, do the to make your code reusable, mm, and without any further writing. So once a wheel is invented, it is being used again and again without any alteration. So this is the beauty of the uh, object-oriented programming. So we have shown you in our previous, but since we are discussing the reusability, so let's discuss it in a practical manner. And let's go to the class which we created in the last session. Yeah, in the previous videos, we created the PO header class, right? And we also created PO line items class, right? And if we created a class, and each time we do, we repeat the use of it, and we apply this format. So we don't have to write all these things again. All we need to do is that use it in a as argument of your command, and as we have done it in the purchase order entry form. Yeah, let's go to the purchase order entry form. In this, we had created it here. Yeah, and it was defined in a dim. Yeah, this how we defined it, right? Purchase order header, and the line items were again and again used in. So what we do is that as soon as before um, entering into the details line item entry, so we dim it, right? We do the dim. That is, the dim is the declaring of the variable. So declaring does not occupies the memory, but it just makes the preparation without making any entry until it is set, right? As soon as it is set like this, these are the set commands, right? So when you reapply it, this is the first time you are defining it, and it is setting it. You are setting it the PO line items as a class. This is the class. PO line items is a class. You see, this is in the class module, right? So by saying this, we are saying that apply this format template to this variable. Okay, fair enough. The next, it is now setting it up, and each time it is set, right? So it is set PO lines, right? With a new PO line class, right? So all those variables are made available: line items, line numbers, and product name, and this thing. Okay. And and then it is once this job is done, so uh, it is the data is transferred to the collection. This is a collection, right? So the purpose of setting it up is completed. Now it is in the loop, and the data which was collected, so that vanishes as soon as the next cycle of the so this is the one use of this is the one use. Now, where is the reusability? This is the reusability. Once it is completed, okay, you have made use of POLineItems here, and then um, after coming out from this loop, this time again we are using another object, and applying this the same format. The POLineItems is being applied to another object. So this is the reusability. Okay? It was previously used. It was previously used in the PO lines. Yeah, PO lines, and the next time after completing this gathering of information of the line items in a collection, yeah, and then from the collection to bring that into the list box, another object has been created. So this is the reusability. It is again applying. So it is not doing anything new. It is taking a new variable for the object, applying the same format which it did for the pure lines. It did for the pure lines the same thing, right? If you remember, um, in the dim statement here, it is as the pure lines. So the pure line, the PO lines was used first times, right? Or it used the POLineItems first time, and this is the second time. When the loop is completed, all the line items of the purchase order are gathered into the collection object, and then it is reused. And now from the collection to back to the sheet, that the form view, and so it is again using it the P as with a different name, right? POL. POL, okay? It's not necessary that you use a different name. You can use the same name again, but since it is just a new object, so you can create a new object and reuse this uh, class template over to this new object, and this time again the same object is completed, and this time it is taking from the collection, from the collection into the new class, object, right? New object, so which is the copy of on which the template of POLineItems has been applied. So this POL.line what it is doing, it is reusing it. So you can reuse an unlimited number of times once you have created it. Wherever you want to use, just declare it as a class and then start using it. So by doing so, you are actually reusing this code. This is the code of the class, and you are reusing it uh, for a number of times uh, without having to write the code again and again. So this time you are writing the data from picking from the collection and writing it into the list box, right? So that's how, and it is working, right? So let's revise you uh, uh, just for the practice. We load the purchase order number 14. So at this time, it is initializing. This is the first use, right? First use is to get the data from the data table into the class and then put them into the collection. This is the first time, right? The second time is that from that collection, the data is being populated back into the form, into the list box. Huh? So this is the reusability advantage of the reusability. There are so many examples can be done for the reuse. So what so thanks to this idea of classes and code section, where they can be used as many times as necessary in the program. And one can readily alter the parent class and the other class in order to make any changes. Just you can make the changes as well. Okay, so all you need to do is just update the class code, and that is available to any number of occurrence in which you are applying the template to the new objects. Thank you very much for watching, and we will discuss further, and we will share with you the more advantages of the object-oriented programming. This is good for the learning for the beginners and advanced level programmers. They must know that what advantage they are doing and why they are doing it, and how to make use of those advantage in your programming career. Thank you very much for watching.